Center. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, yes, we are ready for takeoff.
And Ed, the Rockets are flying high. If they keep feeding the beard or feeding the streets, either way, this is a lethal backcourt.
It's been a launching pad for threes and so much more. Let's get ready for the tip. Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Harden, count it. Three-pointer is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
George here against P.J. Tucker. Gets a look. Can't hit. Russell Westbrook. Tough matchup against George. Cleans it up. Goes to the left side. Harden. James Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Harden to Westbrook. Tosses, and this will get out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Harden to Capella. Westbrook, his first effort off the mark. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Leonard. It's a big finish.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Beverly into the front court. They're down 3. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Eric Gordon. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Curling inside. George on the drive, but his shot misses. Rockets in control of the basketball. Westbrook, and they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, L.A. Substitutions, Houston.
To Fareed. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. That won't go. Beverly into the front court. Now down 6. He throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Nice pass to set things up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Harden with it up top. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. And Jay, they call the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Warriors are now in the
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Williams across the timeline. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Leonard. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
I don't know if I'm watching an all-star game or a regular season game because I'm telling you right now, Ed, if it was the regular season, which it is, by the way, you probably want to see some teams play some defense.
Here's Harden with the rock. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Reed. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. Gordon with it. Down 4. Harden here against Harkless. Rebound taken down by Harkless. George. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 2 of 4 now. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body 1 possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Westbrook into the front court. Trailing by 4. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Tough make through traffic.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
It's LA Clippers ball. Williams to Paul George. And strokes it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's now 4 for 6.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone. Stepping in for the Houston Rockets, number 5, Tyson.
Westbrook slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
George matched up with Gerald Green. Westbrook with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To the rim. Flushes down the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 5.
Slam dunk.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
I got ball. Screw right.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
And he's got the free throw as well.
The game for the Clippers, number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
The assist from number 13, Paul George.
Not that time. A pass taken away by the Rockets. To Gerald Green. Westbrook.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Big finish at the rim.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Kawhi Leonard here against Green. Eric Gordon, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Russell Westbrook matched up with Paul George. Clippers have it. Steps through and scores.
The assist from number 10, Eric Gordon.
So a tight one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. Intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Harden against Paul George. Give it to Zubac. Snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Throws it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
I got him. I'm on D.
Harden. Over to the right side.
All right, set it up.
To Capella. Harden. Clippers have got it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Kawhi Leonard here against Harden. The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Harden. Here comes the screen. The drive, right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. To P.J. Tucker. Harden. To George.
You by yourself.
Oh, emphatic slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
George, defended by Tucker.
Got him. Trap. Got him.
And count the basket.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Paul George. Knocked loose. That one out of bounds off a rocket. It'll stay Clipper basketball.
Got him. Double.
Leonard to Beverly. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. To Beverly. 4-3. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Westbrook with it. His guys down 3. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Russell Westbrook against Paul George. And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for 2.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Westbrook, pass to the rim, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
George to Williams. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
I like that.
Nice pass to set things up. Two-point shot for James Harden. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. It's the Clippers with the possession now. And a throwdown. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
It's Harden. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Fires the three, and Paul George good on a quick release there.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Clippers have the lead. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Harden, bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Oh, emphatic slam.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
George against the former MVP. Knocked loose. That one out of bounds off a rocket, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Leonard. It's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
To P.J. Tucker for Reed. Wide open shot. Nice to see him expand his arsenal.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Knocked loose. Westbrook across the timeline. The margin standing now at 7. And the finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Throws it down.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency, you heard me correctly, a sense of urgency, you will get a great shot every possession.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Oh, he can't connect. To Leonard. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
to Beverly. Leonard to George. Leonard. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Westbrook buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
To Leonard for three, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Over the line. Backcourt violation. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Here comes the screen. Harden against Paul George. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kawhi Leonard against Westbrook. Deep left corner. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Clint Capella. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
Westbrook into the front court. His group now down 2. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Leonard, knocked loose. Rockets have it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Westbrook to Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden gets it in the left corner. Russell Westbrook matched up with Paul George. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
Now the Clippers call a timeout. And this is where the coaches earn their cash. Let's see what they designed down by 2 here in the final minute of play. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Paul George to Beverly. Goes to the left side. Williams. Off the mark. No good. Stuffs it down with authority. Timeout called here by the Clippers. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Williams buries it.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
That misses. With 2 seconds to go, it's the Rockets who are victorious as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.